Welcome back to the Industrial Revolution in Minecraft, probably much sooner than you expected. The day is 206 and pollution levels have reached a critical level where I can't even go outside without a gas mask anymore. All of my animals are dead around my area and it's a very bad time. And to best explain how we got to this point, let's take a look back at a live stream on this world from not too long ago. Anyways, today's Q&A stream, we're going to be doing some stuff here. I have a lot of questions to answer. I have some information to pass on. But we are, in fact, in the Industrial Revolution world, and we're still on day 200. Because I haven't done much. I froze the daylight cycle while I was taking my thumbnail pictures, and I restarted it. But cheats aren't, like, enabled on the world normally. At least I can, like, actually pause the game because we're in single player, which is nice. That is a nice thing. So, I'll start with the 300 day thing. Because I am streaming, I am not going to be doing 300 days here. Don't panic. This is not the end of content. I'm not going to be making a 300 day video. I am going to be making Let's Plays on this more frequently. Maybe once a week. Maybe, something like that. 10 to 15 minutes. And I also have plans for other 100 day videos that will be in the 100 day format. So that's not the end of stuff here. I'll stream on here like I am now, and we'll work on this on streams, maybe like once a week, maybe a video on here once a week, but I have other ideas for 100 day videos. The mod pack actually does exist. It's on CurseForge. Someone made it and like put it on there. It's got over 10,000 downloads. It's pretty insane. Clean water right underneath some pollution. Pollution, delicious. Polluted water, yuck. What version am I on? I'm on version 1.12.2. So it is an older version. It's the largest version for mods, like good mods. I see people asking about my horse. Now that is a sad story. Also, I have no idea why the audio stops there. It's really weird. And I also have a question. Maybe some of you guys know about it because I don't know. It was a vanilla horse. It was a fast horse. When I found the horse, it had about 7 hearts. Oh great, hypothermia. Very epic. And so when I found it, it had 7 hearts. It was a good horse. We brought it back. I'd had it for all of like 10 days. And then I rode it around and it was cool. And then I ran up my street with the horse. I didn't show this in the video because it was extremely depressing. The horse just straight up died when I ran up the street. I think it took like a little bit of pollution damage and just killed over. That was like the 3rd or 4th horse that we lost. But the thing is, it shouldn't have died that quickly because, you know, 7 hearts, I don't die that fast. I would have had time to get out. I reviewed the footage, and the horse had 1 heart. It went from 7 hearts to 1 heart. It wasn't like missing hearts that could be regenerated. It just straight up had 1 heart. I have no idea why. I don't know what caused it. I don't know what mod did that. That's a heating coil, nice. But it meant that my horse just straight up died, and I want to like get some horses and breed them and figure out why they're doing that. It's actually smelting it. What does this do? Wait, it actually did? You put... That's so random. This is how you get purified water. So if I drink this, that actually restores a lot of your thirst. That's pretty good. And it doesn't give me the thirst thing. Although you can't stack it. That's kind of cringe. I want to put down more of this gravel because decoration, and it'll look cool, and it'll also make it a little bit safer. One thing that I have come to learn about modded Minecraft is your inventory just gets filled up with environmental stuff so fast. Either flowers or 10 different types of seeds. You probably saw throughout both videos me just absolutely yeeting seeds out of my inventory. I kept getting tomato seeds, normal seeds. I would get the hemp seeds. I would also get like, there was one other type of seed that was annoying to get. Where is it? Chili pepper seeds. All of those I kept having to fling out of my inventory constantly. So I had some failed attempts with this thing. It still lets a lot of pollution out. So I was thinking, what if I just block that off at the 2nd ring? Is it just gonna build up and just straight up blow out my tower? Is that gonna happen? I hate high voltage power lines, and it's just second nature for me to just hold down spacebar when I'm running to jump. Oh yeah, you can't eat with that on. That's annoying. I actually really wanna block that off and see if it blows up. That would be funny. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to repair. I have infinite amounts of bricks. Alright, chat, are you ready for some satisfaction? Insta-mining is satisfying. This is the real... What the heck? What is this game? I came down here for diamonds. That's insane. That's the fastest diamonds. That's a big pog. Very pog. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. But very cool. Thank you, game. I will take these diamonds and make a pollution filter. Pretty sure I would have been better off if I had put them in the crusher. If I'd silk touched them. I actually don't even know if I have silk touch anymore. Well, that is lucky. It wasn't scripted. Yeah, didn't expect that. This is gonna explode. I think we're okay for now. Maybe. Although it hasn't really turned on in earnest yet. This is the first time. We need that diamond filter right now. All I want is to be able to place my pump down here. I just want this just to be gone. Man, this is gonna be like the biggest pollution cloud ever. I can't even place it up there. This darn pollution. Okay, so that's what I wanted. I wanted that right there, and above it, I want a. Can you not? Can you just go up, please? Oh my gosh, that's bad. Ow. Okay, motorboat. Time to go zoom. Let's hope this works. What does the railgun do? I don't know. I've never made it. Oh, we in. We're turning. Oh, that's fast. Oh, that's really fast. Oh, chat. This is actually a good song for this. Time to zoom. Oh, does it produce pollution? Oh, skeleton. I'm too fast. I need the gas, gas, gas song for this. We zoom. No, no, every single lily pad is fine. I'll get more of them. This is so fun. What the heck just happened? Oh, I think it broke in the water. Oh yeah, it's definitely breaking in the water. The water going up and down messes it up. See, if I had an icebreaker bow, I could just crash through that, and it would be epic. Okay, that was cool. I'm not brave enough to try it in the lava right now, but I'm pretty sure it works. Speaking of live streaming the Industrial Revolution, I'll actually be going live streaming this tomorrow after it's been uploaded. It's only be relevant if you're watching this on the day it got uploaded. If not, it'll be on Sunday afterward. But I wanted to experiment with a couple other food types because someone on that live stream had said that you could use smoothies to restore your thirst, and I was like, maybe I can make that, but I couldn't make that quite yet because I would need snow. So I tried just making some juice instead, which unfortunately doesn't actually restore your thirst, but it does give you swiftness, and you can drink it constantly regardless of whether or not you are actually hungry, meaning you can get tons of saturation, and it's super cheap to make because I have a massive blackberry patch. I decided to wait on getting the snow, and I started taking steps to clean up the pollution. The first step was to just obliterate my boiler. I just needed it gone. And then I had my first pollution related death. I hadn't died in a long time, but with the help of a high voltage power line that I accidentally ran into, I died to pollution. And you know, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. I was able to get my stuff back narrowly before I was about to die, and it didn't seem like that bad. I did find my boots eventually, but when I checked my nutrition, it had bumped me down well below what I needed to get my extra hearts, so I'd have to eat a bunch and regain my nutrition to get my extra hearts back. And the whole reason I died was just because my gas mask gave out at the wrong time, and I hadn't been paying attention to it. But I was able to clean it out using leaves and an anvil, and I set up a new pollution filtering system where the boiler had been. I made a super tall tower using the pipes all the way to the cloud. I fell my way down in stages, and I also found that I hadn't gotten all the pollution filters. There's still a third one that I had missed, so I grabbed that because I'd be needing all the filtering that I could get. This pollution cloud was way worse than anything that we had in the 100-day videos. I had to clean out my respirator again, and keep in mind it's a diamond respirator, and it goes down to iron, so just imagine how fast those ones fill up. My pollution filters immediately began pulling pollution out of the sky in the form of coal dust, which unfortunately has almost no uses in this mod pack. But I did find a very special looking frog the next day when I went looking for snow in the swamp. It was very neat. Very rectangular. And I was happy that I had my motorboat because anytime there was water, I could just go super fast and easily and crash through all the lily pads with no trouble, unlike in earlier versions of the game where you would just barely brush a pixel of a lily pad and your boat would just disintegrate. I was able to get enough snow to create a snow golem with a little bit to spare, but I had to get out of there because it's a cold biome and it's already winter time, so I was quickly going to freeze to death. On my way back, I grabbed a few pumpkins that were in the hills near my base so that I could make a snow golem because I could get infinite snow with just one snow golem because they constantly spawn the snow layers underneath them. I decided to make a water slide for my motorboat down the hill, which was very fun, although the weird frost garden things kind of made the water glitch out and didn't make it spread very far. From far away, that pollution cloud is massive, but it's slowly getting destroyed. Unfortunately, not fast enough to stop my snow golem from dying. I had my gas mask on, so I didn't realize it would wither away, but it did. But luckily, I had just enough snow to make a second one. I moved it to my other factory building and used my old stone shovels that I'd had sitting in a chest for ages to mine tons and tons of snow. And with my newfound snowballs, I was able to make some smoothies for the first time using my blackberries. It's basically just upgraded juice, but unfortunately, still doesn't restore any thirst. It was worth a shot. I was hoping that food could also restore thirst as well, but no. Either way, I'd still be making the smoothies because they're a little bit better than the juice, and it only takes one snowball. And I also had to troubleshoot some winter-related problems with my solar towers because the water kept freezing. We're starting to get a dent in the pollution cloud, but it's so big that one pump can't even get all of it at once, which is concerning. Without my boiler, I wouldn't have to deal with any more pollution being created, but that would mean that I couldn't get steam at nighttime once I ran out from my one tank, so I started removing some of the stuff behind my already existing tank because I had a plan for how I was going to solve that. I also had to put on my wool clothes because I kept freezing constantly due to it being winter and it's getting really annoying. But my first step for making up for the lack of the boiler was to build a second fluid tank behind the first one for steam. Currently it's outside the building. Eventually I'll build some stuff around it, but I still figured that I would install another one. And it's not like I have enough steam to fill up both of them right now from only 2 solar towers, but I did temporarily turn off my steam turbine to see how fast they would fill up, and we get steam incredibly quickly when we're not using it. Pollution clouds going down even more the next morning, but there's still areas where we get poisoned and it's not good. I also repaired one of my walls where there had previously been a bunch of wires going through it that were no longer needed. I went back to my first factory building that evening and destroyed my diesel generator because I wanted all of my power production machines to be in one building because I might need this factory space for other things later on. A little hint there of what might be coming. There's a few other machines I can make. But don't worry, I'm not putting my diesel generator over in my other factory building to turn it on. It's just for backup in case I somehow run out of power to jumpstart my machines, in case something breaks, so I probably won't need it. It was that time again, time to make another solar tower and everything that goes with it, because with 3 I'd be able to fully fill up my tanks. And it was also apparently the time for April Fools. I was recording this part on April Fool's Day, and the sky was filled with roasted chicken or turkey or some sort of bird in the sky. And it was very strange having that as clouds, but I kind of had to ignore that, and I went to lay out a spot for my 3rd solar tower. I also had a ton of chicken, not related to the sky, but I found a few other things I can do with it, including make garlic chicken, which basically just takes the chicken and combines with a couple other things to make it better. And later on I was able to finish off my solar tower with all the reflectors, although I still had yet to connect it to a pump. But once I did, we started getting water and we were producing more steam. Unfortunately, it was almost nighttime though, so I would have to sleep to see the full effects of it the next day. I decided to remove my pollution filter in the smokestack because it had basically gotten everything that it could out of the sky with its current range, and I would move it to a different spot higher up on the roof so that it could begin removing parts of the cloud that were elsewhere because it was so big it started to disperse, but it had dispersed in levels that were still harmful to me, even not centered on the original smokestack. Once I got down from my new smokestack and ran outside the pollution cloud so that I could actually see something, it was looking better. We had gotten rid of a large part of it. There was just a little areas that were still harmful, which is what I was trying to filter out. I reassembled my diesel generator that night and connected it up to the diesel output, but I made sure not to turn it on. We were not going to be producing any more pollution if at all possible. And the next morning when I went outside, we had almost gotten rid of all the pollution. It was getting really close. There's only a few spots that would give me the mild pollution effects. And lo and behold, both of our steam tanks were completely filled up, even with the turbine running, and it was amazing. It was very nice to have enough steam to last us through the entire night. Now, if only I could take those chicken things out of the sky, or whatever they are, and actually eat them. But that's where this episode of the Industrial Revolution Let's Play is going to end. Hopefully, you guys don't mind this too much as opposed to a 300-day series. But I have another 100-day series planned, and we'll be doing this until then. But if you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200,000 subscribers sometime. Not even going to say when. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, that's going to be all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I've been Sbeev, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Bye.